Alton Towers are expanding on their brand new ride and they're making various updates across the park. Do we have a better idea on when Hex, the Legend of the Towers, is going to open, even though we know it's later this year, but when will that be? And talking of opening a ride, Drayton Manor have finally announced when their new roller coaster is going to open to the public. All that and more has happened this past week in theme parks. Back again for another week of updates, and it's basically the same as last week because that was Alton Towers and Drayton Manor. And we're doing that again. But I thought I would make this episode a little bit more different because not only will I be discussing what's happening, I'll be visiting the park and showing you what's happening. Alton Towers, that is, not Drayton Manor. But if you want to see more videos much like this in the future and you enjoy this one, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. So then quickly, I just want to discuss that roller coaster, the new one coming to the UK. Crazy to think there's still a roller coaster opening this late on into the year. But as you may or may not know, Drayton Manor are building an Intamin lift and launch coaster. And now, as you may know from my previous This Past Week in the Theme Park, we are aware of the name for the coaster, that being Gold Rush. And like I said in that video, I do quite like the name, you know, it goes nicely with the area and it's sort of, you know, a rush of gold. So I think that name suits it and I'm very excited to see all the theming develop. It looks very nice around that ride area and it's very much looking near completion, which thus means that the ride will soon open. And finally, Drayton Manor have announced when that will be. But we knew that the opening date of this ride would be somewhere in July, late July, or at the start of August. And we finally have that confirmation. Please behold the Drayton Manor roller coaster and its opening date. Well, that was a very cool trailer, wasn't it? The 26th of July. Are you excited for the Drayton Manor roller coaster? Yeah! We know where we are already. We're at Alton Towers. We're going to look at Project Ocean. We're going to look at the Scarefest Mazes, the dungeons, what's happening with that. Hex, Nemesis is back open apparently.
Oh, I forgot about the dungeons.
Yeah, the dungeons is gone. Yeah, although in the shop there's bottles for new for 2024. How does that make sense? Yeah, the dungeons is now closed. But you can probably guess where we're going first. We're going to go and look. What even are we doing?
Generator!
What are the best food on park? If you can't tell, Generator was way too busy, so we asked if there was a table at the roller coaster restaurant. And now we're here. I'm Galactica. M has chosen Nemesis. Wow. Look at this show. Awesome drum and bass. Oh, it ended. Oh, brilliant. And if you don't know, the roller coaster restaurant is very well known for having loads of concept art for old rides and sort of rides that are already here, you know, like the Smile, Oblivion. There's a few different ones of 13 with a massive drop into a very lateral turn. And it's very cool looking. We don't care about concept art because after food, we're going to go and look at some new things happening that do not have concept art. We're still speculating about what they could be. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that as well. I'll just give up on Generator and come here instead.
Oh, it's so good.
This is the new Scarefest Maze. It looks a lot like survival games. I'm also being attacked by a plant right now. You're probably going to come up here into the queue and go around there to the front and then go in. It's got the massive marquee up, the containers. Very, very epic. I'm excited for Scarefest when that begins. Scarefest updates. Boo. The Bjornen Scare Zone. What was it called? What was this called, Em?
Burial grounds.
Burial grounds, that's it. That should be coming back because they've got all the theming up. As you can see there. And the route is still there. So if it doesn't come back, I'd be very confused. And talking of Scarefest, they're coming down next to the towers. It's very quiet down here. I feel like I'm speaking really loud. Everyone's looking at you, Dan. Oh no, but there's supposed to be a new Scarefest maze here. We're going to get a good view of this site. Wow. Look at that. All the rubble on the floor from Darkest Depths. There's loads of like panels and stuff over there or something. It's looking like they've flattened this area ready for Scarefest. Although obviously we know I look like I'm bush camping in Fortnite. We know the curse at Alton Manor, that sort of scare maze that's near there, or the Phalanx one, it might be either or. We know that that one is already up and ready to go. And this one still looks like this. Could this one be for a future Scarefest? Or will it be for this year? We'll find out. Quite hard to reach that high.
And for more of that, subscribe.
Look, we're gonna go on Hex. Not because it's not open.
That was a good one, wasn't it? That was good, wasn't it?
Why are there so many people running? What's going on? School trip season is an L. Look, there's the gate that you'll eventually go through. Filming it because it's not open. There might be an update. Look, there's a window open over there. Incredible.
What's the point of it?
Oh. One day those doors will reopen. Hopefully. It's my ghost train. Hex. Oh, now this looks a bit different. Obviously, if you want to where this used to be, the Alton Towers Dungeons. You can see it just over there. And that sign used to also say the Alton Towers Dungeons. Now it says Scarefest Returns. We know from the website that they're going to be redoing the Alton Towers Dungeons building and turning it into a Scarefest experience or attraction, probably an upcharge. And now it's blocked off by this massive green wall. How are we going to get past that one? Well, there's a little side view here, and you can see there's the dungeons. Don't think they've done anything really. If we have a step up, still looks the same. The torches are off. There's a few disconstructed fence panels there. But yeah, nothing seems to be going on. I can see some orange stuff down there, like bright orange. Maybe they've duplicated my coat. But yes, there is the Alton Towers Dungeons. And over this way is where Trick or Treat Town is. That is another Scarefest upcharge attraction. And I think, will that stay? Maybe. I don't see why they would take Trick or Treat Town out when they were literally doing so successfully the previous years it's been there. So maybe they'll expand on that, or as I've said before, that dungeons right there will be an entirely new experience. I hope that is the case. Oh. Here I am. Navigating the woodland. Let's go and look at the ocean. It's time to look at Project Ocean. Oh, Nemesis is going around. Yes, Nemesis is back open. Went through some downtime and then it, well, routine maintenance they called it, and then reopened, and then it closed again for a few days. So it's back open now, you can hear it. And here's Project Ocean. Big crane. Yeah, look, there's the sort of queue line area apparently, according to the plans. And they've now got the massive concrete pillar first in for that massive, what even is it, a tunnel, a stage for the ride? What do we think it's going to be, Em?
I think it's going to be an RMC.
If it's not Ripsaw, as I said, well, if it is Ripsaw, then I will eat my shoe. I've been stupid there by putting that bet on, but I will do it. But yeah, so as we said, those like sort of metal cagey bits were for concrete, and as you can see, that one's been done, and I'm sure the rest of it will be done soon. They'll have to bridge that gap over there as well, and make sure that that goes over. And you can see we've already got some scaffolding and sort of supportage. I forget how loud Nemesis is. Yeah, soon that will develop into a full tunnel, and we should see a flat ride go right on top of there. Probably Ripsaw. But we won't hold the shoe to that. So yeah, opposite the coffee shop, soon you'll be able to look straight off into the flat ride area and see the side of that tunnel. He's just twiddling his hammer, making a tunnel. These are the best construction updates on YouTube. They're really not. Here's a look from the Bunker 94 side. Concrete again. And lots more work going on that side. They'll definitely fill that with concrete soon. And then maybe they'll start lifting in more stuff to make the entire tunnel. I can't remember how many weeks we are into this now. I think it's like 7-8 weeks now. Soon that'll be over and flat ride or Ripsaw.
This is a Project Ocean announcement. Stay updated by subscribing. Me when you project the ocean when the subscribe Digital Dan channel YouTube.